Vespa, a myth or a legend, as the Italians would say, and if they excuse my terrible accent. But Vespa to the Italians, it's their biro, it's their Hoover, it's their Walkman. In other words, it's an icon to them. Introduced in 1946, that was the same year as the bikini. And would you believe that's when British Rail was nationalised and Bill Clinton was born. Since then, they've made 15 million, and they've also sold them, and all in 50 years. Not bad, eh? Vespa. Now there's a name to conjure with. It might well be the Italian name for wasp. In fact, it is the Italian name for wasp. But more importantly than that is also the name for a scooter, the famous Vespa Scooter. And this is the latest incarnation, the T4, and it's a 4-stroke 125. With me after this wonderful day in Rome, Giuseppe Tranchina, the managing director of Piaggio in the UK, and I'd like to ask him one or two questions. Lovely day, I'm sure you'll agree, and it's gone very well for you?
Yes, absolutely. I think that as everybody liked the new Vespa as much as they like the weather.
Well, that's true. Tell me, how significant is this new Vespa as a model to Piaggio?
I think it's very significant. One, because it's very significant for Piaggio to be 50 years old. Two, because Vespa has got so much heritage and tradition that we want to build on it. And we think that nowadays is all the value and the fare of the 60s coming back in fashion, in music, in everything. We don't see why not also in style, and we think with this Vespa we can get that.
Well, you've certainly made yourself a name with Piaggio generally, but because the Vespa name has been in the background, as it were, it's existed, and I wondered how you saw positioning the Vespa with your other models such as the Typhoon?
Let's say that the Vespa until now, what we were offering was really just classic models for Vespa enthusiasts. We think with this one we can actually enlarge the target for the Vespa. The Vespa name is very popular in any target of the population, so we thought that we had to update it and have an innovative style, but plenty of a little bit the retro fashion of the old Vespa. This bike has got one feature which is in common with the old Vespa, which is completely the monocoque in metal, which we think is a special feature around which this model can also be reinterpreted in the future. So we feel that this model will be around for quite a long time.
Test riding the bike in Rome not only is superb scenery and the architecture around, but mopeds, motorcycles, scooters, they're also accepted as part of the environment. You must have noticed a difference in England. How are you going to overcome this one?
Definitely there is a difference. Obviously there is a lot of ground to cover because it's a question of culture. Here in Rome, probably traffic congestion is something that has been here for some time, so before London or before England, and they found out that two wheels are actually a very good means of beating the traffic congestion. The general public is a little bit scared of other road users, and that's why many haven't started yet to go on two wheels. We are trying to lobby and pushing on politicians to trying to get exactly that, a bit of recognition and a bit of structure, making our life easier. I've got my office down in Kent, and often I've got a meeting in central London. The only thing that allows me to be always punctual is if I ride my scooter. The least reliable things, unfortunately, is my car.
Okay, well on that note we shall leave it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The modern scooter, there isn't a problem with starting the modern scooter. Anyone who remembers the scooters of old, kickstarters and all the rest of it, interestingly, this has got a kickstarter, but you don't have to use it. You've got the electric foot. So this is what you do, as I seem to remember someone saying. Turn on the ignition, pull in the left-hand lever, which is the brake lever, press the start button, and there you have it. And what a beautifully quiet engine. Little 4-stroke engine, large silencer, no problem. Let go of the brake and the bike doesn't move. Just a light twist of the throttle and you're away. I shall just demonstrate.